Good morning everybody, welcome to the Tudor Cottage Diaries. My name is Heidi. I am still on annual leave, making the most of it despite the weather, which has so far been very rainy and very British. Behind me is the greenhouse. We did a renovation on this greenhouse in 2020 with what was available, because as you all know, getting supplies was really hard in 2020. It was condemned, and it was part of, as part of the planning application, we can replace it. However, in 2020 that wasn't an option, so my husband did a full-on renovation, keeping as much wood as possible, and we kept the original black, which I'm now regretting because I kind of want it to have more of a fairy tale look to it. So I think next time it needs painting, it is going cream. The space is fantastic in there. I'm using it a lot. What's come out so far this morning is, so these are coming out just to get acclimatized to the weather. So we have got last year's seeds, lupins, and these were grown late September. We've got a foxglove, or two, or three, or four. We have got some sedums, which are ready for the front garden. Vivinia Valencia, which self-seeds everywhere in this garden, and it's fantastic because it's such a joyful plant. Hellebores, we've got 1, 2, 3 hellebores, and these are those almost limey green varieties. And I've got another 6 lupins. In the greenhouse, I think halfway through winter I was really worried that this wasn't going to be successful, but now I am really stoked with what is in here. We've still got small foxgloves in here. There's an Echinimini mollis there, and we've got loads of delphiniums coming up, some aquilegia, more delphiniums there, another little aquilegia, another one there. These are the leeks. This tray not so great, but there is something alive there. Something alive there, so I'll make sure I water them. 2 more delphiniums in those pots. The everlasting sweet peas, which are going in the front garden near the roses, and some more delphiniums here with another sedum. What have we got here? Some more delphiniums. So these have been very, very successful, and some euphorbias there. We've got 2 there. Really, really pleased with those. So they are all going to come out and be acclimatized, ready to be planted out. I think the reef's had it. I'll take it down, compost it, probably keep that because the bow's kind of cute. I might keep these elements, yeah, but that's got to come down now. On our way to the compost heaps, look at this. Absolutely stunning, isn't it? Let's head to the compost heaps. You can see where I've been working this morning. So very nearly dug out. And this one is still being made. This is ready to be dug out. And that one's the newest lot of compost. How do we make compost here? Same as everybody else really, if you want a decent compost. The only difference is with ours is it tends to be quite sticky. So not as in icky sticky, but as in sticky. What we do here is we tend to layer brown waste with green waste. So in the brown waste, I mean anything that's dead, chopped up quite small, cardboard, paper, that's my brown waste. My green waste is anything from the lawn, so lawn mowings to plants that we've cut back, trimmed, weeds that we've dug up, other than perennial weeds like the ground elder, which you'll never get rid of if you put them in here. Yeah, so we use quite a lot of the chicken manure is mixed in, and then it takes a year, and then you saw how much I had of the compost when I did my first initial compost dig out, but the line is kind of here, and it doesn't half make it a lot cheaper than buying compost from, say, B&Q. It is so hard not to get disheartened by the weather, but I must get this top layer of mulch on and just continue to raise this soil level, because this is where I'm getting waterlogged the most through here. You can see where I've been, and I'm trying to dig out the weeds as I go. This is where that bush was it stinking iris? Was in there. I put a camellia in there, a very sick looking camellia at the moment, but hopefully that will improve in health. I've come through here where the daisies are, and I've just thought, well, you know what, if you want to grow, grow. If you don't bother. Coming through here, this Potentia red robin is really struggling with the water, the same as the magnolias. The water table here is just so high, and yet look at these skies. This is absolutely tipping down. The bathtub is in the back of the car, the new bathtub. So exciting for that project. Right, I'm going under the tree. What else is there to tell you about the garden? I don't know if you can see the state of my cockerels. Where are they? How muddy they are. They have been scrapping in the mud all morning. They look terrible. They are bedraggled and covered in mud, and normally they are glossy black. Their combs are bright red. They're normally beautiful cockerels, but they are being really nasty boys this morning. I have nowhere to put them, to separate them. They've been living together for 2 years. So there we go. I've started digging this one out. I'm about halfway through this one, and that will be the last one for the front garden. Then I've got to clear up around here. So it's not bad for an afternoon's work. I've managed to mulch the whole of the long border all the way along to quite a good thickness. I think there's about 1 inch on there. I've tried to uncover as many of the forget-me-nots as I can, but there's literally hundreds in this border. yeah, it's an impossible task to not bury all of them. Perhaps I should have done this a month earlier, but the weather has just been atrocious, so I've not been able to. The roundabout's been done all along, the hedge has been done. We don't do the wall because we put new compost in the wall. This has been done, yeah, so all good. What a difference a day makes. Absolutely blowing a hoolie here. I've got lots to do in the garden, so I probably won't take the camera with me.